I'm traveling for the first time since my major Whipples operation. I only traveled to Brisbane, which is an hour and a half from Sydney, but I just want to take you through how much has changed for me and what I really learnt on this journey, because it was so much different to the last time that I was in Brisbane. Okay, so the last time I traveled to Brisbane was 2019. When I traveled to Brisbane at this time, I was with some girlfriends, we were on a road trip, we stayed at a backpackers, we got drunk, we had so much fun. And this time, as I'm coming to Brisbane, it is for a work trip. I'm here to see a client. I'm also here to see my best friend, which I was the last time I was here, but my experience is so much different. I'm staying in a really nice Airbnb with this amazing view. And I really learnt a lot about my body in this period of time. Things that I would just push through, keep going, have energy for, I just don't. So I want to take you through the Brizzy trip and then share some of my lessons. As I sit here, I've come to the conclusion that my organs aren't used to having some missing. They're exhausted. Lesson number 1 is definitely pay extra for a flight that suits you. I picked an earlier flight, which was 6 a.m. from Sydney to Brisbane, and I had to get up at 4:30. Now, I've been trying to get 8 hours sleep a night, and I didn't go to bed at the time that I wanted to. So getting that sleep before travel would have been really important for me, because then when I got here, I would have had a little bit more energy. But because I didn't, I definitely needed an afternoon nap. So number 1 is like sleep was so important for me during this period of time, and just ensuring that I honor my own energy. Even if I wanted to keep exploring, even if I wanted to keep going, I just had to know that, okay, I can have a nap. It's okay. I don't need to see everything in one day. And I will just enjoy my Airbnb, my amazing view, and just relax, because I think energy is so important when you are traveling, and especially if you have some form of illness or if you are recovering from something. But I think in general, protecting my energy was so important for this trip. Who is not getting too excited about all the things that you want to do. And for me, I've been to Brisbane before, but I haven't done a lot here. And on the Friday, I was like, I'll explore, I'll do this, I'll do that. And because the Saturday and Sunday were quite busy, I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try and see everything. I went for a little bit of a walk. I saw the city on foot, which I always recommend. And then I had a nap. I enjoyed that. I went back out. I had a really nice lunch, late lunch, early dinner. And then I walked back to my hotel room or Airbnb and just had like a really relaxing night. And even though I haven't done heaps and heaps and heaps into Brizzy, I'm leaving feeling like I've had a break, feeling like I've seen parts of the city. So I've really enjoyed that, especially if you know locals in that area. They can show you bits of Brisbane that maybe you wouldn't have seen before. So I think for me that made a big difference and made me feel like I'd actually seen parts of Brisbane that I wouldn't have seen before. Number 3 for me was all about food and honoring the food that my body doesn't agree with. I think, you know, even though we get really excited, I'm in a new place, I want to like try all the nice restaurants and things. I know for me, raw foods like salads and everything like that make me feel a lot better. Now, there were days on this trip that I did eat foods that weren't going to agree with my body, but I was like, okay, I just need to own that and accept that that is okay. And then, of course, for me moving forward, I was like, all right, well, that's not going to agree with me. Have peppermint tea on hand or get a good night's sleep, and just, the next day maybe make smarter choices. So it's just being really self-aware during that journey and being able to make smarter decisions around my food. The 4th one was all about being really present. And that's been something that's come up a lot for me post-operation, being present to everything, because life is really short and you don't know when you're going to get another opportunity, and taking those opportunities. So during this trip, I've tried to be really present. Usually when I'm away, I'm like, I want to go see this, I want to go see that. And I'm like, like going 100 miles an hour. So I'm really trying to fit in as much that I don't enjoy what I'm actually doing. So like less is more, like doing less and enjoying more of the process. So I've been trying to be really present, been trying to enjoy this view, to sit in bed and enjoy it, and just like go slow and not feel like I have to do everything, and not have expectations from the trip. Like, I want to go see that, I want to go see this. Like, I would always recommend, whether you are traveling with an illness or not, just go, okay, I want to see this. This is the main thing I want to see, and I'm happy if I just see that. And then you don't have to try and cram it all in, because you can go back. I understand, like, you want to treat a place like you'll never return, but at the same time, if you really loved it, you would make the energy to come back anyway. So I think for me, it's like, you know what? The only one thing that I want to achieve is seeing my best friend. So if I can do that, like, I'm wrapped. Obviously, see my client, enjoy that. But I think too, one of the things I really learned from this journey is taking opportunities from the people that you meet. So, and you just never know when an opportunity will come. So always be your best self and always be super authentic, because you just don't know where people are going to come out of the woodwork. And it's not just about work opportunities, it's just life opportunities, beautiful friendships, beautiful connections. Like, I've created these beautiful connections with these people because I've just always tried to be authentically me. And I think that's something I really learned post-surgery. It's like, just be you, because like, you can't be anyone else. You know, there's just no point me trying to be someone else, please everyone. So I've just learned to be myself, take time to respond in a way that feels good for me. And yeah, I've had a really beautiful time. As you could have seen through the highlights, I didn't do a lot, but I really enjoyed this Airbnb, connecting with people, and traveling for the first time with missing my organs. My organs were actually a bit lonely because they were missing their friends energetically wise. But I have really enjoyed it.